Hello and welcome to the Birst How-To series. In this video, we'll go through some basic dashboard filtering capabilities. Filters are used to control the availability or visibility of data in your reports and dashboards. A good example is filtering the data to look at the current month. Filters are often user-controlled, where the user chooses what they want to see. It can also be based on the user role or user profile, applied automatically. Being able to filter out non-relevant information helps users with self-service and eliminates the need to create a separate report for each use case. Let's do some filtering. The data we have on this dashboard is about movies and from the Infor Birst Essentials workshop. You can get the instructions and data from our community. Link is provided below in the description box. We have a few filters defined for this dashboard already, and we'll start by going through how filters are used. First, we have an embedded slider filter for years. I have slided to 2006. You can see the dashboard change with the filter. For example, before our highest rated genre was film noir, now it's documentaries. When I use the filter information shows up on the top left of the dashboard in a filter card. If I hover over it, you can see additional information. The name of the data item I'm filtering and all the values we have chosen. When I click on the filter card, the filter menu opens. The filter menu has all filters that have been pre-created for this dashboard, and it will also show any currently applied values, including any from visual filtering. I'll filter using the top 10 chart, lassoing the documentary bar. The dashboard changes again, and we now have the filter card for movie genre. Anything in the dashboard can be used to filter out the non-relevant information. Let me go back to the filter menu, this time using the top bar. We did not have a pre-created filter for movie genre, but it's now shown in the filter menu. If you want to change the value of a standard filter, you do that through the filter menu. Let me add crime as a genre. For embedded filters, obviously, you do the change through the dashboard. I'll go to 2013. You can see crime and documentary have switched places in the top 10 chart. To get rid of the filter values, you have two options. You can either hover over the filter card and simply click on the X, or you can go to the filter menu and disable the filter using the slider. Note that this will not permanently delete the filter values. If I come back to the filter menu, I can re-enable the filter again by using the slider. Let's create a new filter. We need to go to the edit mode to do that. Then click the filters icon to open the filters panel. This view shows us the filters applied to this dashboard. When I click manage to open the edit filters panel, we can see all the filters that have been created in this space, plus all the native filters that have been created for this dashboard. A filter can be applied to all dashboards in a space. The native filter is only available for the specific dashboard it was created on. We have three filters that we are using in this dashboard, and one we are currently not using. The listing here has basic information on the filter, the name of the filter, and the dimension and the attribute we are using in the filter. We are using the time dimension twice, but different attributes in it, month and year. The pencil icon takes me to edit existing filters. I use the chart to filter with movie genre, but I want it as a permanent filter for the dashboard, so I'll create it. I click the plus icon and choose to create a new filter. If you hover over the I button, you can see a short tooltip for the different options. We come back to the filter group later. You can start typing in the filter on box, and Birst will give you suggestions based on your typing, or you can browse the semantic layer. I'll use the search. I'll click on movie genre. The filter gets the default name from the attribute or measure you choose. If you change the name, remember to click the green check mark to save. Otherwise, your new name won't stick. The filter is pre-populated by records from the database. You can modify the query if you want. As an example, I'll remove the no genres listed item from the filter. You can also do a custom list. I've added only 3 items to my list. Dashboard users can see the other genres too, but I can only filter with A, B, and C. The value column needs to have actual data. The label can be anything you want. Let me show you this before we move on to other options. I'll save the filter, then I need to activate it for this dashboard. When I do that, I can see the dashlets it is applied to, and change that if necessary. You might have, for example, a trend chart and you want that to stay as defined, no matter what time filters are applied. So you uncheck the filter icon from that dashlet. I click Done and then Publish to save the dashboard. Then we go to the filter menu, our newly created movie genre filter, and click it open. Only A, B, and C are available. If I choose B and then click Apply on the bottom of the screen, our dashboard shows only information for the action genre as we defined in our custom list. Back to edit mode, the filters, and manage. I want to edit our new filter, so I hover over it and click the pencil icon. We'll go back to using a query rather than the custom list. Some of the basic options for a filter include using multiple or single selection of values. You can use a default value for a filter if you like. Using a default value means that the filter will be applied to the dashboard when you open it. Clicking on the Advanced button on top lets you choose the filter type. This depends on the attribute and the data type. You can also choose the operator. Users can change the operator unless you lock it. Let me save the filter again and then embed the filter onto the dashboard. For that we go to the Insert menu. From the Insert menu, I choose the embedded filter. Then select Filter and the movie genre filter we just created. Click Done. I'll make room for the new embedded filter by resizing the year slider. I made the genre filter small to fit the available space, and it changed to a drop-down filter. This happens automatically, and you change the behavior by using the embedded filter layout button on the top bar. Lastly, we'll create a filter group, and I'll delete the genre filter from our dashboard. Then to the filters, manage and create a new filter. This time I choose Create Native Filter Group. I add movie genre to it, and then the movie title. Then I move the title under the genre. And give my new group a name. Parent/child filter groups are related filters that let the user narrow down a set of results. Note that when you add a filter to a filter group, Birst creates a copy of the original filter. Because the filters in a filter group are copies, you can make changes to a filter in a group without affecting the original filter outside the group. With my new group saved, I cannot add it to the dashboard because I have the original columns chosen. If I uncheck those, the group is not possible to add. When I open the filter group, I can see both filter levels in there. If I go through the genre and choose musical, I will cancel out rather than apply. I will then go to the title and get a list of musicals. If I click apply in the middle, I'm taken back to the dashboard with only the first filter applied. Let me quickly go to the other dashboard in this collection and show you that the native filter group we just created is not available in there. Native filters/filter groups are only available for the specific dashboard they were created on. In this video, you saw how to use filters in Birst and some of the basics of how to create them. In the next video, we will go into more detail. Thank you for watching.